Alright, so we're gonna play some more 20 minutes till dawn. We are continuing on with this endless run. We're gonna see if it ever ends, but yeah, we'll just keep going with it, see how far we get. If they don't start scaling the enemies up soon, we're pretty much never going to end this. And I mean, the hope is that I can get a really good score, that eventually the enemies are going to get tough enough where they'll be able to kill me, but I don't know, because the only experience I have with this is my own experience that I've done here. I've never actually like looked at anyone else doing endless modes. I don't really know how it works. All I know here is everything dies. I don't even really have to shoot most of the time and everything still dies, but yeah, when I do shoot, they die even more. Anyway, I want to mention early on here, as usual, that YouTube requires 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. So if you've been watching these videos and you're not subscribed, definitely consider doing that. It would help me out greatly and I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, back to this. One of the biggest worries though is just like how bad the frame rate gets when I'm shooting. And it gets even worse when there's more enemies on the screen. And the game has no real options to limit effects to make it more manageable for that. I mean, the game's really... I don't feel like the game was designed much for this endless mode in mind. It kind of feels like an afterthought that they didn't do too much testing on. Summon damage, pulsing summons, okay, sure. Oh. So, they're not even overlapping the pulse. It's actually based on when I got it, so it's two different pulses at different intervals there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe they didn't test this too much, and it's just like, okay, you did it. They just basically said, okay, what can we do to make it endless? Well, how about we make you can get upgrades multiple times, but let's turn off runes because runes would be too strong. Like that's what it feels like they did. Oh, and like get people to play it by adding a score to it. Like, is that what happened? Because it's funny how this smite will never ever come out. Because essentially I feel like I'm being fooled here with the score. Because how does everyone not just like pretty quickly get a run that's like, okay, I can't ever die and I kill everything very easily. I'm telling you, what they have to do is just spawn only projectile guys and spawn so many that they completely surround me and there's no possible way for me to dodge these. And give them so much HP that I can't ever kill them either. Give them elemental resistance so I can't freeze them. Like, that's how you end this. It's the only way. How else can they deal with it? Yeah, Tome of Rage, why not? Doesn't matter, that's never gonna actually come out here because I have to finish this reload here. What are you doing? Why is it shooting like that? What if that hits me, am I just going to melt? What's going on? Elements. Not really sure. It's really hard to get any levels anymore though. But do I need any levels? Like, aren't I strong enough as is? There are things I still want, but I don't think it matters. It was unfortunate that one of the boxes did actually give me soul conversion, which meant I had to leave the box and not get an upgrade for that one. I don't have healing upgrades, so can't really go for that. I keep getting hit, but whatever. This always happens when the big bombs start showing up and there's all these projectiles flying everywhere. Eventually I'm just gonna run into something. "72 minutes here." Okay, finally giving me something that's a little more challenging. Well, not challenging, but like something to do, I guess. It's not challenging at all. There's just more enemies, so I can actually shoot them and get experience. Although not much, like I said. We don't really have any real experience. At some point my other dragon spawned, huh? We've got 2 dragons. It's not bad. Definitely take a thorough. It's pretty important for me to rely a little more on summons than bullets when my reload is like this. So the issue is, it seems like they haven't actually made anything more difficult. It seems exactly the same difficulty as it always was. You know, I was really hoping that Endless would be something that, you know, when I saw that there was a score, I was really hoping it'd be something where I was actually going to do it, like, more consistently, and like try to have it something I can do for a challenge and have, you know, that progress the same way I have with Domekeeper Prestige, where I can continue to improve and get better scores. But what does the score matter here if it doesn't ever actually end and the score's only based on whenever I get bored of it? I mean, we'll go for a while here and see, like, if it gets harder, but if it doesn't, we'll just stop at some point. Can I turn off the numbers? I don't think I can. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can turn off the numbers. Yeah, I can't turn off anything. I looked before, but I was just checking again. Yeah, so when these enemies spawn and there's no frame rate, it's quite an annoying problem. Oh, finally energized. Ideally, energized means I never run out of ammo, because I have 259 ammo. So there should be plenty of time for it to get good use. I should have known this would happen as soon as I chose this combination of character and gun. I should have realized it was going to give me the the chest that gives you extra skulls, and then give me 3 of them, and then I would never have my frames again. Oh, got a boss. Let's kill him. What happened to him? He was gone just as soon as he was there. I don't want to lose HP. There's a box somewhere. Oh, it's down there. Let's go ahead and kill this boss first. It's so stupid. It's actually so ridiculously dumb. I don't understand at all. Yeah, sure. Electromastery, why not? I'm not even firing anymore. This is just what's left over causing the frame issues. It's just the residual skulls and bats. Please. There are just a ridiculous number of enemies. I'm waiting till I start seeing the other enemies so that I know that the frames are finally gonna come back. Maybe at 76 minutes here. Oh man. Look how many skulls there are, like, it's the entire screen. Okay, yeah, well, 76 minutes is it. So now once these small enemies die, we'll get our frames back. Okay. Well, some of these skulls have to get off the screen as well, but it's slowly coming back here. I guess the real question is, what do I do with this? What do I do with these 20 minutes till dawn videos now? Because, I mean, I'm not going to be doing endless over and over like this if this is how it's going to go. Like, let's be clear about that. Because this is absolutely absurd. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have literal infinite ammo now. My frames are still bad here. Even with fewer enemies here, just shooting this much is making it bad. Actually, they're also dying pretty fast still, so I'm getting a good number of skulls popping up. I guess maybe they're also spawning more, which, as I've mentioned before, is not, in this game at least, is not a good way to scale the difficulty. The problem with this game is just like how many enemy types are there? There's the small enemy, there's this enemy, there's the projectile enemy, so that's 3. There's the bomb and the big bomb, so that's 5. Then there's like the wizard type projectile guys, and there's the pumpkin guys, so that's what, 7? And then what? I mean, besides like bosses and elites, are there anything else? Is there any other enemies? There's the ghost, so that's 8. Of course, they're not on this map, but you know, there are other maps, so. So what exactly Well, I think one of the big problems with this game right now, in its current state, and I assume it's going to, I assume they're going to update the game. I assume it's going to, like, you know, get more things out. But right now, there's not enough enemies. You can make better scaling if you make harder enemies and do that, but unless you give these things elemental resistance, a lot of speed, and a lot of HP, nothing's ever going to kill me, other than, you know, projectiles, but even that shouldn't get there just because freeze is going to make it so we're not really going to shoot them that much. Yes, another pulse. Oh god, this is going to kill my frame rate, isn't it? Even more than normal. There's just not enough enemies to sit here and worry about firing. Also, I refill ammo from my summon lightning attacks, so I'd say that's pretty nice. So now I pretty much don't need to worry about getting the tomes for summon damage. I can get more. The reload doesn't matter at all anymore. Okay, they're not even giving big bombs. Like, it's actually only gotten easier now. What's going on? Oh, we got boss. I'll put my hand back on the mouse. Melt some bosses. There's a boss. Yeah, give me tome of summoning. Just make it absurd. Goodbye. You're going to die. Simple. Tome of summoning. Oh man. Best thing is both summoning and rage don't cost HP, so I don't even need any kind of way to scale HP. I got big bombs now. Maybe try to just not stand too close to them. So I am thinking about probably playing Hades. I only saw like some of Hades a long time ago, so I don't know a lot. But, I mean, it was huge when it came out, right? Everyone loved it. So I'm most likely giving that one a try. There's a lot of other games that people have been suggesting, and I'll probably get to some of them, and I probably won't get to all of them. Some of them I probably won't play, but a lot of them I probably will play. But we can't really play everything at once here, as much as I want to try them all out. I mean, games do cost money for one, but also I mean, I can only have so many series going at once, but there are a good number of series here that are, you know, coming to an end. Well, at least this series is coming to an end, and I do have an extra slot already, so we could potentially get 2 new games. I don't know, like, I really don't know how much I want to do more 20 minutes till dawn until it gets some updates. I mean, I feel pretty tapped out on the game. It's a great game, and I've gotten a lot out of it, but I mean, what more can I really do? I mean, if I feel like I've done everything I can. I mean, if this endless mode isn't enough to prove it, and as well as, of course, every Darkness 15 unlocked are done on every character and every gun. And I've over that course of that time, I definitely did it on all of the maps too, even though it doesn't track that one. So we need more characters, more guns, more enemies, just more upgrades. Like, there's a lot of things the game still needs, but when it gets there, it'll be great. It's funny because I haven't even been shooting in a while, like, at all. Like, it's actually pretty difficult to, like, take time to shoot because the frames will explode if I do. We're actually about to level up here. That's crazy. Whoa. I could get Dragon Egg. And go Dragon Egg. And get a 3rd dragon. I wonder how much I can just sit still. I mean, right now I can, for sure. Actually, maybe not for sure. They're actually kind of getting up close to me. Get a few more shots out there. Just to kind of get a few more skulls a little quicker. Or spirits, I guess they're called. It's really a problem that the frame rate gets this bad during this part. I think they need to change endless mode completely. I mean, if there's going to be a score, they've got to do something about this, because this isn't a challenge. Like, if I got number 1, for instance, doing this, like if I got rank 1 in the world from doing this, considering it, the difficulty has not scaled pretty much at all here. In fact, it's only gotten easier. As you can see how fast I killed that guy. It's only gotten easier. I killed someone off screen. I killed a boss off screen. I never even saw him and he died. If I got rank 1, I would feel bad. I would feel like I played this mode longer than anyone else was willing to, and that would make me feel awful. So either just remove the score and be honest that this actually is endless and it's not supposed to get strong to some point to where like the scaling's gonna get out of control and you're gonna end up dying just out of pure like toughness of it, that they get too much HP and they just run into you kind of stuff. Outside of that, like, you can't have a score on an endless mode because it makes people think that that's how it's going to work. So either get rid of the score or completely change endless mode to like scale better. Of course, I mean, I'm saying this and I haven't like I would, it's a little absurd, but I would have to play this for infinite amount of time to like say this for sure. But I mean, you know, playing it for 2 hours, like if I get up to 2 hours for instance, and it's still exactly the same like this or even easier because it's actually feels like it's tending towards easier. If that happens, then I mean, we just gotta say that, you know, they designed it badly. I mean, it's okay, it happens, but it's just like a suggestion for something that they could change to make it better. Okay, at this point there's so many spirits that the entire screen gets covered in green. Because them plus the pulsing. Okay, my frames are finally coming back. I don't know exactly how long I plan on going here. Why would I go energized? That doesn't matter at all. I haven't reloaded in the longest time. I mean, this is just absurd. Please do something to make this challenging. I need it to be challenging. I mean, I guess it just won't be. You know, I don't know if I'm even going to do 20 minutes till dawn at all anymore. I might just try to find 2 new games to play. I don't think it would be a horrible option, given that, I mean, I've done a good number of videos here. If people want to watch those videos, they can go back and watch what I've done, but what more can I squeeze out here? I should check. I should go ahead and check when they plan on doing updates, if they've said anything about updates or whatever. I mean, I've only been playing this game for a bit. I don't know exactly how often they do updates. If there's been an update in a while. If there was just an update like right before I did this, like what's the deal with this game in terms of that? I really should keep up more with that kind of stuff, because honestly, it's likely that unless someone tells me, I wouldn't even know, or if it's like a really big deal, it's likely I wouldn't even know that, like, for instance, Vampire Survivors would get an update. Oftentimes I don't even realize that Dome Keeper gets an update and I play the game, like, regularly. Oh boy. Now we have more spears and another scythe. We got ourselves a square around us. That's cute. Okay, so we're back to projectile wave of only those enemies. There doesn't even really appear to be more. So we can get a boss. Once we do the bosses, then it should just go to the wave of these projectile eye guys and big bombs, right? Just like it's been doing. Alright. Just take care of them. How fast can we melt them? Well, that's pretty fast. Wish I did a different build at this point though, because this is if it weren't for the frame rate, this would be really nice. The low frame rate like even takes away the satisfaction of just killing a bunch of enemies over and over again. Do I even really want Tome of Rage? Not really. I don't really want any of this. Alright, I assume we have to wait 91 minutes here. Okay. Tome summoning, of course. I think it's likely that I'm going to put Soulstone Survivors in 20 Minutes Till Dawn's place and start uploading that every day. That game at least still has a lot more stuff to do in it. I have a lot more unlocks to do, a lot more curse runs to do, you know, a lot of character levels to get, runes to unlock. I mean, there's a lot of I have like tons of minor soul stones I don't know what to do with in that game, but yeah. I might just die because I'm not really paying attention here, which would also be perfectly fine. I wouldn't really care. We'll maybe go for a bit longer, but I mean, I don't know what else there is here. I'm just kind of like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like hoping. I'm just like hoping that maybe it gets harder, but I mean, I know it's not true. I haven't seen it get harder. I have no reason to believe it would get harder. What I would want more is, assuming that my frame rate like would exist, I would want just like endless hordes of enemies to start spawning. But the fact that there's even gaps in enemies at 93 minutes, I mean, they didn't think about this at all, did they? I didn't expect anyone to actually sit around and do this for this long. It's funny, really. If they put the score on there, you would expect that to be the case, but yeah. I don't know, did anyone else try Endless? Like, is this the experience that everyone else had, or what? Because that's what it feels like to me. Because what it feels like is it's Vampire Survivors Endless, but they put a score on it to kind of trick you into thinking it wasn't. I don't know. I mean, I say trick as if it's something sinister, but I don't think it actually is. I didn't even have all soul reaps. What the heck? I honestly had no idea. I was never in a position of danger to begin with. Unless they're like beginning to give me like 4th item or 4th upgrades or something, if that's possible. I thought I had 3, but maybe I didn't. It's not easy to tell when you kill so many enemies so quickly that it doesn't like stick out to me very much. Like when I get a sword, it's just like, hey, another one. I'm on it. Like, it's funny how I'm not even shooting. Like, this is all just the summons doing the work. I'm just all taking care of it for me. The only reason there's any bats at all is Splinter. I bet these bosses would die if I didn't shoot them, but I'm going to shoot them to kill them fast. Come on. Let's get close. This is too much, isn't it? Home of Elements. Home of Elements. Yeah, this is just the same loop over and over again. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna end it. I don't see, like, I mean, look at this. Isn't this absurd? I don't see how this can get any harder ever. It's just gonna keep doing this. We're gonna have no frame rate, and that's just gonna be how it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give up. See what my score is. 13,000. I mean, come on. Why are people playing even more than this? Like, I feel bad for all the people above me because that's just ridiculous. The only thing left I can do in this game is buy the rest of these runes, right? Do I have enough money for all of them? I don't have quite enough money. Yeah, I need like another run. Another run or two will take care of that. So anyway, I don't know if there's going to be another video of this. I might do like 1 or 2 more to finish that last rune, but yeah, other than that, that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed this series, consider subscribing. Until next time, thanks for watching.